that the y dot of d this 1 to the power of 37th. Ensumbrian of this for me and dement ions, as is here described, was found in the left ventricle of the heart of untrained gentleman, of the age of 21. Icaries, or thereabouts. We, who fought it teflific under out hands. EDW4TD may doctor of Fafic. Jacob Hedgedoft surgeon. So carrot betun heron and unto the fate John Pennant. Carrot Orothy Pennant mother to the fate John Pennant asterisk. Ravgard Berry. M. Gentleman's mark. This is my wife's mark I testify. Gear carrot gent I tutten. Most certain. And trve. Relation. Of a strange mon carrot. SRE% 0% SE% EEH, T. Found in the left ventricle of the heart of lone pennant, gentle man, of the age of ZI. Years. By Edward May Doder of Philosophy. And Fafic carrot and Profeg for Elefthotham carrot. In the co-age of the Academy of Noel Men Ca Yud the Mufsum Minervzi. Fafician alpha extraordinary unto her. Mof sacred ma /ft carrot tff. Of grem Brit any. Low carrot bone. Printed by George Miffier, Mthr 6. To the right on ov. Rabble Lord and IHI carrot HLV Renou QC carrot IP sir of this. F Jane Dome, ET4. FR leaf.fit I5C. Night oft moft. Carrot obel order of the Gerer Lord. High chambetkeln unto her moft. Sovereign M3 Jeftic Veen of. Carrot read Britau.dcc. And 1. Asterisk oft lords of his misgilties. Moft honorable PVWY. Council. Backslash. Dxard whippeth all health and glory. L0BD, carrot RR1. OR this tree tige IFU. No patronage carrot for if the relation and the author cannot defend n/s asterisk. L carrot es dash, let them both. Fuffer. A flies. Bitter then as carrot me, though his towing he. Me and pietic ucticatory. Fij, a and pow I carrot. Kirchably. Description of mean be good carrot or great carrot foot or thy. Or other yo/fey carrot it is not dedicated to your uo carrot. Nowr as a matter prefuming toyo ards your worth, or prefince y but as a polyk obliga carrot. Shin in the face of the world's off me fume and more alla gratitude, to harv honor ed me. Before the noble peers, and high Effelcown. See yours of the kingdoms, to hayatharujafe. Dun me uriak fav hours carrot efat mj carrot or what is. In me thoughtio hano not conquered. And not. By tebif benefits to me only carrot but the femini. Years myab fervatms afio your most noble. Nature, your more than humane partisi your. Yaft and incredible comprehenphone of o. Things both essential and accidental to your place and dignity to your innumerable merits. And that uni or jal acclamation of all men. What fo iriha made me why more your Blefair than you noi andio hen after a. Botf base god balgio me to foot a little chew you. Et tending mine oneferes why your lord yhip. J ball f carrot e. Not by emitridings but by my doings why. That I am more your lord/hips than any. French or thrice diode feriant, a. A preface to the reader. Confirmation of the works of Hatmite Fignes Arc in the carrot L. Itying of this the reader may find a, EYW, ear. In it, to be no other theory the God and nature and prefervatim oi mcni. But for the printing of it in English, have neither end nor intent for the two. Why cares? It hath been neglected by me, and proofed up and downy in the hands of the beft, and beft learned, who have defied fatus fadium. touching fo rare and oftent, for the young gentleman in whom it was found, deceived. THC *6. Of October, in the year Cough our Lord 1537. My intention in this decryption was for the continent D, not for our hands only. Wherefore J flayed my hand till foam oper. Tunity to publia foam other Latine treat efes. Of mine own with it *, which many icaries have been defired, but now this being still out of my hands, and licen fed for the preftici. Before any notice given me for the is Fadian of our own nation, and for the benefit of them who defired the printing of it, I have freely given way toply fierani who fall defiro. Read it, wherefore if Platonic JL and Fbesi fickle ideas do correspond, and the readers honeft mind and fooker my fincerk truth and good. If he's J1 have my end *A3. VJ4 JJV star. N. 1 he. Contents. HT prefacf. Bluflori it fief. The Akajian F this defiription. And if ho were prefant. Der hapodi who /aid that the heart was not fnhjeb to any. De ekfe as alpha and mharation diffefs of the heart. 4,5. Hoid fukamangers are begotten or bred in the heart. That the flow range generations are coffed J. THF tempram ht individual. RR47 light and help men may have by fucked. Hdations and fooker refoliation of this difficulty as in the former paragraph is FET downs, and how that in latent semphus foam exterior air, ignat hunra or beams dive cover the diaph. 8 that all creatures, things iu the world, and // safes have their t and dijys as the stars of he carried. Even, Provid J. Friar Bacon, and that Moflo learned. Philiphofer key carotindus, arid by refins and experience. And that there is a by and fit perundip sji j that there is no a by an immediationi fupafidi, bsn onely im asterisk. Diatia haverentus. P. How fonts 50ans have preferibed agenfi. QTCH diffefs. 5,10. 1 Arifon why the of cult maladies are 9. Feldim found and never curedeth many benefits off fire. I yent dig by an si. EFFMTD. Pa, I.lin. I2 P tinto. P.4. Ig read caprisant.l.js.opn. P. hauntjape.t4.1.i5.yct.p. 191.3.conf mu eved iata.pe lis l/ri, im sep 28. 17. Ifior j2.1, 14 phi 0 simlj.t riot r. I. To the right. WORSHIPFVLLSIA. THSOTIO G maze R S. Night, Chief PHY. Sit ion unto his most. Sovereign Mahv TKLNG. CF Griot Brittany INC. Ed Part Kala, Java Flyethol Health. I. SI%. Unthof many favors. Oh, you have afforded me. Our drive at fleet moft. Familiar and long calo. Quis with me have been. Lingular wiliole. Eyeing affide important AF. Fairs, out of an admirable candor and love. To learning, in which few excel, you. Vouchsafe omtinks to trigasse with me. Be conser. Carrot. Concerning occult and moft facrid. Medicines, in one of which meetings, N.S. I had laid open what I had found in the cine carrot. J. Year r/v/eved heart of a young gentle man, which you defired me to defer while the species were yet free in my memory, as others many both physicians and friends have done alpho, so here I have done it, and Do fur feet communicated unto your fsuf, as a fmul of my certainel's knowledge of your great, and admirable PCRFE 5 shins in many sciences nasi seltari him who is fiation to princes, and of my lingular estimation of them, as alpho to foam feeds of future diffiarfs, both new and worthy of that fa ving and divine magic which we both folk, well knowing that good youth may be made of this history by all physicians, and profit unto many as I have partly declared in the subsequence. It is an oftent and prodigy, frank and incredible which am to paint, and if in many physicians of Beftif team, and fins righty I had not found relations very like it, mine own heart would not have given credit to mine own eyes and hands when for feet I found it, but you have found one like it in the heart of a noble lord, but when you have feen this I hall know whether fo grown, or of this form or other wife, let the vulgar and ignorant, belsviv, or not believe it. Physicians and knowing metir, Asia carat do, will receive K. And therefore breedy the certain carat e. Hifteri a tr he relation is this. R. 6-2. He fervently of 0 carat / or this year cur carat. Rent, 1537. The lady hair / if wife on. __ carat tosi carat Francis hair is night, came. Unco me and defired that I would bring as/zr. G on which me, to ditcdl the body of her ne. Fujon fnant carat the night before Decia. Fed, to fatisfy his friends concerning the fes of his long fictional te and of his death. And that his mother, to whom my fa had once or twice given hdpe foam years before, concerning the stone, might be afeartained whether her son died of the stone or no. Upon which intred one fent for mate. Hayden surgeon carat dwelling again feet the kafile. Tavern behind S carat. See Lomans church in the Strand, who with his manservant came to me, and in a word we went to the house and chamber where the dead man lay, we dilted the natural region and found the bladder of the young man full of purulent and ulcerous matter, the upper parts of it kia and all of it rotten, the right kid knee quite confinked, the left tumefied as big as any two kidbigs and full of fannius mat. All the inward and carnove parts eaten way and nothing remaining but exterior our skins. Nowhere did we find in his body either B2 scone 4. Svan or gf of kl. The spleen and leader not af. Fe, 5 lead in any discernible degree, only part of the liver was grown unto the kophthalmioi. Asterisk here the T reigns, by refon of his writing perfifion. Men may be we offending to the vital region found. Hanfo me the lungs are cafoueable good, the heart more. Caratubafalt globof and dilated, then long 5 the right. Thepufes no vcntrlclc of enough he color frivkled, and he carat m carat ulf carat wrinkled like a leather perf without money. O/bn into and not anything at all in it, the pericardium carat. The arteries or and nervous membrane, which conreneth. Thixa, t, what that illuctius licuroved lungs, in which was become of the heart doth bath its fclfc, was quite dried. Thepufinthes gifo, the left ventricle of the heart, being wset ut carat the carat elt by the surgeon's hand, appeared to him whole blood to be as hard as a feet negend much greater than fmtthc the jig.ht, which upon the fur feet fight gave us. Here wlas foam cough of wonder, being, as you know, a living man the right ventricle is much greater than the tr carat px wit, wherefore I wafleed m hayden to out the syphtoic maken siphion, upon which I'll toot out a very of the heart, great quantity of blood, and to speak the 7r asterisk tctt whole verity, all the blood that was in his sieve where body ic feet, was gathered to the left ventricle. B.tcsv degree and contained in it asterisk. Or how could there be pulp where was no impulp into the arteries? The puke then doubtful is from another cough, and is a fatra author matter then. Mal men conceive, for there are in a found man 44.50 pulsations in an lioyer. In a fic man 4.inx in foam per c fevers and diffefx above 55,600, and more, which cannot be from fo many feverall expulsions and receptions of blood j for iris impify I blook the heart flyo old make compref bone, and the arteries. Appression, fo often in thrive pace. Nay exendicrat carat capi carat and other inordinate pulfs, diverf pulfs strike in lefife base than the mouth of an artery can gawk. Much more than mic at times than it can open, ftiad a and j open again, which 5 adds error fight to the beginning of a fgond pulfk. But of this I see largely treated in my j carat bu c7, e febribius, no. 5. No funer was that ventricle emptied carat. But ye hayden ftil co ti planing of the great nefk and harden fleet hefami, my felf t. Mingtonkla, 5l his words, becough the left ventricle is thrice as thick of fluff as the right is in found men for conservation of vital spirits, I dired him to an other did coefficient, but he keeping his hand still upon the heart, would not leave it, but fade again. That it was of a frank greernific and hard nef, whereupon I defied him to cur the orifice wider, by which means we prefant. Lee perceived a carniv tupt and segisit teemed. To us wreathed together in folds like a worm or serpent, the telf tame for me cx. Prolted in the fur feet iconography, at which we both much wondered, and int readed him to teep it from the heart, which he did, and we carried it from the body to the window, and there laid it out, in thodici juft dimenfi. Ons which are here expressified in the account figure. The body was white of the very color of the white of skin of man's body, but the skin was bright and fining, as if it had bcc and var. Nift over, the head all bloody, and fo like the head of a serpent, that the lady hair you then fivered to fake it, and Finns hath often spoken it, that file was inwardly troubled ar it. Becough the head of it was fb truckly like the head of a snake. The thlghes and branches were of fief. B3 color. 5. Color asilfo althfe fibrax frinks, nerves. Or what fikrkulf they were. I. After much contemplation and conye. Ifchers what frank thing that part of the Hartley had brought forth unto us carat I resolved to try the certainty, and to make full exploration, both for mine own experience and fa satisfaction, as alpha to give true testimony to others that fouled here of if, and there. Upon a firchidal parts of it, to find a whe. There it were a pituitove and bloody col. Icbian, or the like, or a true organical body, and conception, j fur feet fgarged. The head and found it of a thick sea substance. Bloody and glandulous about the nccke. Foam what broken, as j conceived, by a sudden or violent feparation of it from the heart, which yet seemed to me to come from it carefully enough. The body I fgarched like wife with a bodkin between the legs or thighs, and I found it perforate, or hollow, and a folded body, to the very length of a filver bodkin, as is here described, at which the spadatos wondered. And as not crediting ting me, think of them to see the bodkin After me, made trial themselves and main satisfied, that there was a gur. Vicina or artery, or foam fuca analogical. Thing that was to ferve that monfra for youths. Natural, among feet whom the lady hair K. And the surgeon made trial after me with. There. 7. Their own hands, and have given theft. Hence that this relatijo phi is C rub. This law. Dy dwelleth at the figny of the sugar loafkin. S lames freet in the convent garden. T. His grange and monstrous embryon. Born in the fate ventricle, which as Hippocrates' faith is nerve neither with meats nor drinks, said per a carat iupheri. Phtantia, taking aliment from the blood pori. Fied out of the next ciftern, made mech. Importuned with other acaphians then. To leave this new and rare splicle in the charge of the surgeon, who had a great desire to conserve it, had not the mother desired that it fouled be buried where it was born 5 faying and repeating. As it came mth him, phi it ja go with him. Wherefore the mother flaying in the place departed not till he had feen him thou it up again into the body after ray going away. Which as fun as I heard, I prefently deferred the fermi of it at home, in terraral. Ora amira perda, and thus this history had always been buried from the world. The mother having thus buried the creature. If your Felfi and others had not deferred a figure and narration of it, which coughed me to cake. The hands, dms of Meophbi were 8. Were Priefni, who being Akaref the young man, were Moflalili to fay the beft, and therefore Bangbifides people of good fame. And reputation might be credited 5 confidk. Ring that they would fay nothing at all ei. There again feet their own have, or again feet ve. Righty more than what apparent and clerk. Truth fouled self atasi them unto, which from themselves and under their hands see. I have done. There were alpho divers others, fuka as dwelled in the have, and funk that came in carrot who beheld it after whom I have no I cipher to inquire, but fuka who will fgarsi believe their creed, or any true man's word, or that men have fanfs, which have always ics. Bsani reputed incorrupted witness tes, may go into the high buildings upon the street. In St. Giles Periphery, and at the corner. How next the greasy dragon where the young man died they may make further inquisition. Since which time the mother hath removed ved Krafelf carrot into Bloomsburg Gark unto the house of one Mofra who dire, 5 I ed me to her lodgings 5 a man ugly known in all that region. Miptries gent lemden dwelleth near unto S. Clements Church in the Strand, and the chirurgeon, or his man can direct them to the house. Moreover chat day all of us that were pro. Fank. 9. FCFTT at this fight related to our friends, wives. Of Husabands what we had found as the carrot vs carrot ill. Ktifik. Carrot. J. The history therefore being verified. Be as much testimony as humane perfuafian. Need require, except nothing but oath will. Content foam, which if it, hall be found nixi. Fi to authority, it will most readily come. Foith alpho and obey, it is most requifit. That foam thing be, 8 of this or any fuka. Like matters generated in man's heart, both. For the manner of their generation and the way of their cure and by what means fuka rare. And incredible coughs of death may be found out in time and taken away. Point 4. S. Uke matters as the were worthy of layout felfk, and a manofure longsperry. CNCE. Yet because this strange generation was found by me, I will confult with YR. learning, rather than by any hafty refoliation. Determine and diffy arv a little to flarike. Fshin of nofmal difficultus fin chf /*** r4m fur feed. Hath given the Acafian, which was this jcor. Tuuot hor ho labor ert laborat hoffn did. Euro 2I, csi.vnncj or long jinktimamumen. The heart is far remote from dangers. And vet contrary to the vcry many physicians. Enumerate the defects of the heart, the murav mui syncope, the cor alac. Hypta morbus. Vien ligen. 11. 12. Lypdfhymfyi po jfems, vl sit sy bother do I. Karivmo sith limate and I dire ad, div. Cafes which of ladra heart by reaften off diftal. Laons from the head in foam w ho have had. Thun, 5 lionaire tamars alpha and palpitations. Of the heart, 2 and Peter Abanm in his book DC. Venanese, and the paralyus of the heart, as Old Aurelian in his fecund book of slow. Papons, after Hierophiliu and Iraphibord too. Have observed. And now Plate Skinkum and others have found worms in cordu capfuls, which is the pericardium, but I speak more Sifli and puntali, that now in the left ventricle of the heart, this worm or serpent hath Psani found, which the mother of the young man Faith was at lead of 3 years' growth, for fo long. He complained of his briefed, and as he Faith would never button his doublet in the more. Ning bube opten percafted inal weathers, till he had waffed his hands and face and was fub. Jed to palpitations. Now then that we may judge whether Hippocrates and Avicen dired their speeches. The refons are to be admitted. Fur feet, from the fituation of the heart, I/t. Medio medij pethris faith y vicen, in the middle of the breft, which thematically is not true, for fo thebofisser. Upper part, or caput onely is placed in an equative tense from the diaphragma, the in. Farad hour. /j. Ferio u /f ihclmmui and the fmutfafit and guxin the rurdrix. Oithi hidican the anterior sturm. The second is, that the heart dwelleth in a 5. Strong panicle, and fukinon, that non-iit coral carrot. Viniter fanicultes comparii in jpifituti carrot, anti. Carrot jpuf tuntagen and asterisk that no panicle is comparable unto it, that it may be a healed and defense unto the heart. Thirdly, r/w quadith, that the hetunt felf is created of strong flefti, that it may be ungmanocumums, in co-contexts fmt. Ihasi 6 uarum fortium, devet fef strong. Firings admirably woven together do bind and strengthen heart, and give it aptitude for motion, and reft fiancé. Flono ericiod g. Before k vicen faith the fame, and things of greater confequence, corf nftilia finus. And see the heart is a firong maklai rets, a. Feden tut carnu and contriim. Not by his me, dot of upright nervous nature, but by folidity of flokfli and contriaean, and in the carrot heart. There lie hidden diverf skins like fpadets webs x. Tended, which do fo bind and fhut the codes of the forts, that no man ignorant, knows how to out he heart but will take underscore upon. For another, neither can water or wind penetrate into the heart, and more, car. Cam habet zeren datum, and yeel antip fahamr. Mtu, and c. Vt ser fanum in and fitat to flow ref. Tad, He het autumn humitatum tantum quanta. Fat is e, ia quanti in medium, hmc kfms rem cor. Fj carat q2. Imungt. Msng hel bh2 of huntons carat e and e from ns. Fulmo carat is enlmaram tum huntons, hfpx. Further off chukov carat are called the that. Nothing may enter that way but what is con. Vaniant 5 so that feeing the heart is fortified. With fuka strength of ribs, with fuka ko. Ver, fuka skins, fuka fortitude of yupfiance. Fuka density of hef, fok excellence of li. Kur, fuka curious filaments, that nothing can see and te hurt, or come near the heart to make it fick, but that it is able to defend it. Felf, both by its own fituation, strength, and happy condition in very many RCFPEFTS. And keep out or put back what fever alpha. By force, hall come near unto it, it remaineth. That the heart is nor, neither can be fubje, foot to any div calf or at least not evilly. Yet of other men who enumerate the diffefs oft he heart j grant, as gfali. Cu 4 to 7 bar and 4 and the backslash carat rabians all confl. That a hapneth, or elf death as fun. As any diffef approach si, or who'er touch it. The fubtance of the heart 5 alpha k carat vison, pe. Trust a bainret that the formenti wand. Diffefs kill as fun as any of them touch. The fubtance of the heart, harof hul to. Kofaf that fudden death followed if a. Parthivise once prized the heart, and 4. Bothers ox phagradesi or aragipellis or the like. They fay that they are deliefs of the heart. Wishative only 2 and d mifubjek hve carat to dwell. There an L5. Time. And. IJ. And indeed lam fully, persuaded that the heart fufflereth piv4 uvb, by any gashion of due transmilsion from other parts. Rather than that markerfald follow cordis. Judgiant deriditatum for if any part have good fubtance in K, the heart hath carat and. Therefore Hippocrates' faith, that carat j staff fems. Refic carat adlfuerent homo moritur, that the ven. Tricles have the loft humidity in them, where. For Galen femeth to deferred his maker in. Iking, a cordis iriditate in cypera malum. Viz. Veramphin hudum intent naturalum. Whereas he eald have fade the contrary. That the aridity of the heart followeth the defecation and want of due transmillion of other parts, ye if j may speak my mind. Freely, Hippocrates is not to be taken finrupfi. That the heart cannot be any ways affected j. But perhaps in the fenf of Galen, that the heart fuffereth little or no pain by reoften. The fubtance of the heart hath but little fenfation, having but one little nerve. For feeling from the fixed conjugation carat. And that is fomuat ab fur alpha. Or if he mean, as indeed I am fur he doth, that diffefs do not aflfc3, the heart, he is to be under fee to that or. Dinerilely they do not, but very fcldom. By refon of the carnus parts. Cor folitum. Ac denfum utiab humert non agritet, carat propi. Terria nulla snoris in cord oberitor, caput. Autumn splen maxim fimt morbisib. C3 noxia. 0.16. 0 OC, d really /s fetch is evidently comparative. Elf qui fee very often that which he never fa in all his long life and experience. And indeed we fee now very frequently the heart afflicted with impophthims, with worms, with a TCS, with phlegmy con. Cretion both in the ears of the heart and vesiatricles yond now with the serpent, and yet men live divers years with them, and many other defefs both for ejptium dr. C# / ey carat jw alkind cough diffinipers both qual. and unequal, of which the ancients have left no memory nor mention unto us, with which the books of late Phoficians are replete. Wherefore the propositions of the ancient Phoficians must have a friendly interpretation, or elf men's hearts nowadays are more pacifiable and obnoxious unto defects than in former ages, which by me as yet can not carefully be admitted. We are forced therefore to conclude that the heart fen prima ho fool fie carat iv m2. He wicca dif can cough death, and it can not otherwise be conceived carat feing fuca crea. Tours are begotten in it, yct daub cles exterid our dif kill funker than innate. 5. Anothes then begets agerator question, how jathes monster or fuca as this foul bbc carat gotten or bred in the heart, fo defended, as hath I7 hath beetle fade mark then all the body, and in the most defended part oft gatithe left ventricle 3 times thicker of fluffly and fub. Dance then the right carat rassel fof what matter f. Feing that cell is pof left head and replenelt with spef j purefta and d moftiluctrius liquor. In the body, the blood arterial and the vital spirits. There are who conceive that pervious paf fags may be found for little wofms and the like to enter into the heart, but they must give a better way than any that j have yet fccnc. Do, as alp the worms may be very little. Others fay carat that fuca matters are coughed by the ill habit of the heart 5 by carat which if they mean the substancy of the heart, it is not to be received, till the heart hath be hurt by ill distributions and transmuflians which in our cafes othervivk, for balfk of the heart. The left ventricle, the matrix of this sere pent j was folded and still good, where for it is nor in the ill habit of the substancy. Others think ye that thof worms which create foam times the mat della luna, as the ital termit, living in the pericardium, and gnawing the heart, of which there are innumerable stories. Heb njl right ub. Defi fiat luth us 1 carat of a priptco to hof heart of fiite worms. JW as found cleaving with a harf and horny. I. Ella. 1k carat lexioif moman, lib. Girit. Telleth. I. Uyuth m of another, and to see math. Corver, lih2c. S. Confult med. In stos chronic u ad annum 1585. Il Elizabeth, a matter of this nature carat. In an Horf is recorded as a memorable thing in the words. The 17th day of March, a Franco thing banned, the like whereof before hath riot been heard of in our time, Mar. Dorrington carat Spaldwickle carat the county of Humjun Esquire, one of her ma. Ifis G and lemon tensioners, asterisk had in Horf, which died fidenly carat and being ringed to fee the cough of ace deaths there was found. Enfeebled the heart of the fame Horf, a carat worm which lay on a rune dhea carat e in a collie. Or skinny oft he like an feoja toad which, being taken out and re ad abroad, was infirmi and fa slash hyon not eve to be da. T ferried the length of which worm dv. Ided into many grains to the number of fft wife bred from the body like branches of a tree, was from to the end of thelon 0 grain 17 inches, having 4 effuse in the grains from which drop fed for the red water. The body in big neve roundabout was 3 inches and a high the collar whereof was very like a j mackerel. This mongerous worm found one in manner aforefade, crawling to have got j away, was stabbed in with a dagger and x died, which being drytd was fruid. Many I7. 1. 04 JHTMTR Mefrafradigas Faki I read my. Chronicled, how much moi may this be memorized for Pofturki or I that which you have, or that which you told me was found in the heart of Th. Hawks Karat Bidug. By Reef on the were found in men. That in an horf, and this found by me. Of greater lengths and more certainty. For me, than that which they could not tell how to deferib. Karat. As alpha thof pux of black flokfli GCNCT, a. Ted in the K5 emiaklk, o pound which carat WVW carat. Hipterizeth on, C35. Dididazi in for me. Umpler, upon the artery, and veft mjtb. De hum surf oris jabrica, speak thought. Am oft noble and learned perfuanage, in the left ventricle of waft heart, 2 pounds of black a glandulous fluff were found, the heart extended like a pregnant vombe. RJ. Ya and tmdefi carnofishes and THCR matters, FO often fectsen thelktiken. Rickel, by Naretem Naretius that famous PHY. HTHNO pound florentki and iraf carat P4 RT dollar. Digper. / at .divsib. Putrid, may be generated in the carat ericardium carat either by drinks of low condition. Didding into the rand FO into the AR. Ariasair and the heart, and fumctioxfumc. Fmul feeds or atomies or creeping creatures, DTVMS. Which C# W/WGTMMD fetate firth fuffacy and for harmf my. In T $kind 6, S phi carat C and ER carat. Ferns of Grange forms, and it is a common failure goth the podemtanes, and fuka as drink. The W carat Rs oith cafs carat that every fuka man born hath a frog to his brother. Such things may pafte into the fetamak v bulletin, rarely. In toth heart. Carat. I. A. 0 sir, HN. K5. F. T carat. B. Ut that which I have to fay, is this 5 that. Theft strange and extraordinary genera. Shins are coughed from the temperament indi. Visual. For you well know that there is a double temperament, the one spxifiel. The other individual, the one / %figsum and unalterable dash, the other is tempered mentum. Fugsum, and accidental. As for the specificafi temperament al. Toi carat h the vital ai carat zef, ytt the specif call. A, carat is never changed 5 for you fee that the parts of this or that animal, retain there. Jpekelf calver tuck when they are dead, as herbs, or the parties of herbs, as leaf. Feeds or roots, kcepe their property, and retain their own heats or favors, when they are cut away, or carat taken up from the ground, yeah, and there are certain specific atoms which always continue after putra / fa carat ion, and extreme drink fic in the fixed carat sum. WR S carat niagen carat R carat zuccaret .ib.I. Sedndigis sem 4p6 lim I4 5 f carat ikf carat. Yud taik j carat av 4 carat quiquaf teepnaj carat dermi, 4m. Carat, x carat vstupter 4 r carat I for phi carat femi, carat 4 carat I, ifs carat. T. I cito t carat primerdi is prop carat every creature, for man hath his turn crementh. The leon his, high fop his, and the rofk his own, for God made everything, fectm. Fpi's fr.th and genera fit and producat ac mem. J pieces and om carat evolat / c fect jadim gem. Ftum. 1. dei carat facet bjlta carat juxt pcs vtaz if I gemra fmj carat prsds carat catans. Mem amen gencre fio.scc. Wirio the specifical temperament of. Socrater doth not dinr from die temperament. Ol hypocrite sy tlat, to, or any other man. Which may be well put again feet araphiotl, who thought the fowls of men did div carat in no ability one from another, which difference can no way be founded upon the tempera meant specifically, but rather upon the visual, which is but the accidental constitution of the individuals of the famage carat mw3, which followeth foam peculiar determina shin of tfr harafiapant 3 or clfc upon foam. Other fchal hclpe, or hind cranes 3 as from the angular feet of heaven, a function of stars, arc, 5i, in flux, the element of pa. Rents, either more or equilaborate dollar and d too many. CIO. MTNY other ton liters every crea fewer borny hath. According to the felicity ot infcusit slash of his generation of peshali man, who of all other creatures is who refleed with naoft variety of meats and drinks, we alpha fee every day. That fuka men are more hot, and vivacious, who are born sither in the stars of or the sun oriental, they alpha to be of more fuculent habit who are born within thkond. Carat wr if foft moon and fuka to be leaftail, who are born in the filtancy of the moon herbs. Alphagathird the moon, decrecaving have icftc. Force and thc very foilk often doth either foog ment, or dwarf plants and herbs, and give them fuka strange conditions, that they are found degan erat and scarcely the fame herbs. As for the prolific matter, it breeds, as faficians fe, a male, or female, as it is more or icltc concated, there arc alpha de verf conjuntal matters, which hclpc or hin der gencration as fuka matter doth which diff fearer how much d fun carat is fiajayu ov fmc. For the firma may be much, which is matered augment div a, but the feed is fo little of which a giant is generated, that as nevum lumen faith, it can be no greater at fur feet moment of conception, than in proportion to the 8 lu part of a grain of holka carat c5 which confirmeth that of arifpulsa that the 40th day after conception, hme for mycon and major y from which augmentative matter it is, which is made of various arid alterative element, that are children. 2-1. Children differ fo much from both therophic parents, hence one fweeks and fookarks at the fight of a cat, and another for fakes c. Table act fight of a pig carat or gufk 5 the rca. Fawns of which antipathies and divgraphitics, are founded in the latent matter permatite carat as if the mother of one, what before her son was begotten, had eaten a mouth. And the ot her fed upon the cares of a Jew. All which is fade to iriftrasi, that there is in many men, a critici connate matter and obediental, susceptible of divers defects and infelicities, wherefore it was not foen. Sciently, as worthily fade 5 phthilici carat imam efi. Baini right jc, it is a most happy thing to be well born. And from this diet biffs and ill dive proficients. May many of frank ficknfolk in after ages spring, as time, diet and other accidents do alter or intend i.e. heat, cold, or acrimony of the humor and blood, or foam other qua lighty. El Pracer carat note well the faithful Rashiati. Copyright fame of Timder Tanding Gonfin Seer Mao, M. Genwafilers one of the B shares of Gmes carat. JMMND recorder of Oxford who upon my Curation of this history of land pedant. The very famed day, or the next that I found THC Serpent JJ told me that in his yun. GCR Dales himself was a great cock mofter. And one of his old Fie carrot cocks begin rejairg. Todrup, he thought it t to cut off his D3 head. 2t. Sid. WHLC carrot as run as it $a done, there. Appeared and fought out BJVing the skin registered. Another head and neck, like char of his cock. But quasi kinda of jelly, ashe conceived. Wick a very fine skin upon ear, with a bill and a little coom, the reft was not fear ched. Which perhaps washbird of foam egg in the body of the cock, which dot kind of concepti. Ons are very rare, yurth facred scripture ma. Keth menon of ukatrophi, which doubt. Fulp cannot be bred but off foam hunsour or blood exalted to foam extraordinary and pre. Crenatural degree of here, cold, or flyerbk. Feefl, or foam other quality, 7 WHICH phi/food. The natural heat and valor of that bird prove. Veth, secondly his martial profkflyen and terrible battle performed amof to deer hall. His lifelong 5 as alpha being begotten of Fuka. Like ancestors, himself alpha excling elm heat. And fiery spirit saxitantal. Compare this young man's flashy alpha with this hiftery's right kidney huli conf asterisk. His left tumify das bigazani twagiadnes or 3, full of ulcerous matter, so like wife. His bladder full of ulcer, and rochenal te, and not carrot in his baity fob found the cough of this, and wherefore the flyerpful canned extra denari he's of the blood or foam fook alike. Quality was the cough of the ulcers, and fo. Alican fecundly of that extraordinary pro. Beautyan in the heart, for nothing else appear. RCTH what fever may be conceived, and this axi I take to be the cough q carat bs which we found in the heart, for in the heart, if anywhere, was the greateft cough, and if in any part of the heart in the left ventricle, the principal dackle of arterial one blood and spirits I and behave more to confirm me in this opinion. Having certain knowledge both of the diet of his mother and grandmother Alpho, and of his own, which I am not willing to rake public, but to make private euphaphito my felf. All which fleal not by me be intended to prejudice any other better judgment concer. Ning other like conceits 3 by refon that paf. Fags to that ventricle may be foam times poor. Vias although very rarely, but informk. You of foam peculiar knowledge that I have. Of this man's history 3 which may give us great light concerning others of like kindi. I could hear diffiarf how the imagination produceth strange things in men 3 and war. Keth not only in our own bodias, but alpher. Hylamdi, as Bacon proveth, tk. Prince Avison, but this twill not acterapi, s asterisk vig. Except you, hall geage this relation may be. Benk fikral to any and then I floli differ flip. Out at krge. R. F asterisk. R asterisk. M. IP1. Caret asterisk I. Asterisk 4. F. 7. Asterisk. Backslash. F asterisk asterisk. I.jb. TJ caret 3 illusion off this matter fee. Meth very profitable ro know how the things may be bred in men, for I tupof. Men from hence will take full care to alter the accidental temperament of humors if they find them excel in any high degree of cat, cold harpness j or the like fuka as have in them inconvenience and danger, and to deal with learned proficience in time. So alpho is the knowledge of singular youth and Benefit to know when MCN area of carat ACD with a New York Fuka diff F carat and how they may be cured. As for the knowledge of C and FC. Krktaf, 5 yuans, where perhaps no do lower gives? Certitude of PJSAFA, 5 lead, as in diff Fs. Be confident, when fomiather pans arc more. A flit Fuka skill is worthy of a physician. And at any rate to be procured, but how or where, hall we have it carat wow right the fifth. Hohath famuify as ever dreamed of any. Fuka help to mankind's for mine own part. I never yet read of any fathogmumxa. Of any Fuka diff F, neither carat doc I know. Where to find 1 grain of infantry idlian in this. As alpho in divers other diff Fs, which I can nominate edge more than from ranion cob fur. Varian and care. Wherefore if I douse one thing which is not common nor elsewhere. To be fgun. I hope you will take it as my good. 5. Waflee unto the confmuteth of Philippian shand. I will lay my ground upon 2 historics of mine ownrith. 1 was in Decemel, L 6 carat. For being fent for to a young gentleman hof. Buckmch ton unto M carat R. Thursday Buckridge Nooi Tottenham gentleman. V/ho washfickof that kind of pox which are country people call the flocks, which were many, flat-headed, white and wrought along. As if were mishadmat certain crooked fur. Ros among them, which when at fur flow, I be held, I wash very diffident in my felf of do. Ing any cure, because I never knew any of that diff and manner faved, yet while Rhe friends of the youth declared unto race. What an ingenious child and scholar was. And what hopes alibis friends had of him, I still beheld the variegation, or vermiculation. Oft hat kind of/w, and because no phy. Fictionenal my reading ever gave me the cough light or help to cure them, J. Moore. Studio of life garching cough ob there for me. Strongly apprehended that outward work and waving could proceed from no cough, but from putrefad lion cord of worms dash, and that God and nature did afflict and foe great a difficulty. Fewing by this external ignacerxy internal cough, taking therefore my Jane came from the con undi ived carat percent galen count felt very well J. Prefer beach flea again feed worms and inward. Putrefadion and in very flyoward pack he was re. Feederetto his health are and while I write thefk. Things. 2, 5. TDG percent siege man, whom J never raw fins. Comd neth into my house to, irch after me. And to give me thanks to long after, being flywardly to gawk for Oxford, wherefore to can learn this history I fent unto the young man's apothecary to fee what was yet upon. Philogto of Certaine what I fay 5 and it is retur. Ned me, that book my bills are yet there re. Maining, Asilfo one handful gentleman re. Mem breath well that I then xprefolked as much. And told his friends that I intended to prefer ribe. Again feed the worms principally. The other history was of this Ione pennant. Whom W.C. dipped 5, who was well known unto me, as his friends and others well can af. Fine it asterisk in whom as is likewise sufficiently known, I very often noted this, that he had an excellent eye, but extraordinarily harpe, and like the eye of a serpent. And fo much I have spoken of it, that divers gentlemen and good scholars did maken. For registered me that heard of his long defects of the fupafed fetone, or ulcer of the bladder. That pains and griefs did harpen mens. A carat pe carat s, but finding what we have think irt. Him, thus much fall mine own obferva. Shan teach me averge let others do, or be. Leave as lick fleas they pluck af, that /irit, uno carat. Full and fran carat in ward diff fa, do fend forth. Fime radios, or fignatures from the center, o slash. Nalpkical to the circumference, high which we may finds the coughs if we he diligent and care carried. ML. U77. Full, and this is that which I would come. Mend of which I know no man that hath written one word as yet, which although atrophied kfccmcth.nu, yet if men will well coniat crit and what I fleal fay I doubt not but they will be confirmed, that it is an accurate and a most nickeltary observation, and a chief window to fee into the most fecracy did fiefs and clocks of the body and heart. Alpha. And furfoot as an introdudian kobalikk. What helps physicians may have from beams and fignaturks. All learned physicians will thus forgo with me, that this was that admirable way of the old T.G. Tagisham to find out the natures of medicines, from their peculiar beams j fignatures and fimblitudes and tlut there is no simple or medicine specificity, as they fay, or excellent for any diff or ve. Refu but we are able to make the ratage or fig natures to upkark, from which the learned magl did or might find out the properties and virtues of the simples or mediceraes, and this you know to be true, and this way you all y carat qshg \x2x spfasol, s on curantes of the sin for sw carat nt as that book of the king o carat perfia. Ihyuth, which I lent unto you, and you have no doubt many volumes of physicians as well as others who have written of this argument. Wherefore feeing it asterisk is fo clear that figna tours and beams have fo excellently and clearly diffy over the virtues of all medi. E2 sinas. Clnes latent and obtrusi. Shall we conceive that God and nature are deficient in affer? Ding outwardly foam helps to know the in ward fcrit and strange f maladies carrot it can f not be for to hate purpofsis I see, that the sim please have virtues medicinal, and for every diff f, if foam diff f's may not be diff veered, and how can they be diffy ov vade within, to which no I can come f from which nothing is received, as in foam. Other dickofs. Some are known by time, as fevers keeping period, some by place or part of 5 ICD, NS colic, K carat and GWCY stone in the rains, and the like. Some by CX Cretians as DH enterics. Some by fook alike. And others more or if, but there is no mean as to diffy over fooka a thing as this, that hath given a Caphian of all this diffy arf. For nothing waskskrenda fit any ways, or from if that could give any light no topi call. Grief fo great as that in his reins and bladder, he did complain of his bread and of a beating their foam times 3 but phtitite. Cordis is gignum calm did this man complain as he did always of his other of ions. Neither can it by magent how fooka a fubtance growing and receiving daily mentation in his heart could be diffy overed be the wit of man but by foam outward thing. Fingular and unyafwal, as of chulradmov. What was within? 8. Backslash. S. U9. Slash J. 8. J. I. T rough then that this speculation and pra. Diff will in time be thought of, and that it may, I will fee this fignature upon it, though feldome or fgarce ever noted by any, except by Friar Bacon Elm his book de Caio carat. Mundo carat c. More of pjali by that incom. Parable the most learned man. That the eft fins his time, or long before, hath brought forth unto the world, that everything hath his ra carat os frapirum carat as well. As rh eftars of heaven have, his words are the in his treatise de radois carat as a firm conclusion, and fufficiently thereby him confirmed carat k carat jeet ergo cum mmdm. Ecmentums fit exemplum undi hoc up carat. It bit residential in ipfo contenta ipfidus jpetium contmit. Manifoila EFI quad omnes residential hu u4 mmdi 5. Foot fubfantia, 5 accidents carat radios fito modo. DDT nu arfiderum carat altocum figuramum defider c. Ad plenum non habere. But this we wilma. Nefef to the fenf in foam few, faith hce. The fire transmitteth his beams to a sinane. Diphthans, the earth fends out her beams of colda, of medicine j, and off heek asterisk, and me. Desinks taken into the body, or outwardly applied, diffuse their games through the whole body of him that receives tliam asterisk, the califion of fluid bodies makes a found which div 2 fethet fclfe by the beams of the thing. E5 moved, registered, moved, and every colored body fendeth out his beamus j by which I see is perceived, and this is fubly known in most other things. By carat j slash hitch by njwt refon is carat and enter from the beams of all other things, by which it comes to paffalfe that the operation of the beams is diverfsin. All diverfethings, thus, for, and much more I kind to the fame. And like cffe carat asterisk yet I will add foam few in. Odds more. The feverolfmicals of all things in the world, are their feverall are carat d carat. We doc diffy over then delves unto us, and we perceive them to be, many times where wc fee them not, we dot fmel rofs, musk, civet, amber, quinces, apples plants, and herbaceophal fortes, and very many other things in rooms or boxes, before wc come. Nseer them be and we are most times afterward of fuka things to be nseer us, by their proper and peculiar emanations, or irradiations, which are their specific beams, darting out and diffusing them from one sen. Ikti. 1. Ter, im to assertic diphthong c, according carat to the virtue of the species or his proper nature carat, which may doubtless c alpha be intended, or remitted, or varied, and fo make trong pro. Gedian, according to the retitude of line. Or clfe be debilitated according to the pro. Portion of obliquation, but this I in fifth not. Upon. Carat petted things alpha have their ratis carat acor. Ding to their own proper nature, and they is the fame refon of them in all points acor. Ding to their species, the colors of other things are alpha beams, and the very truth is that as all things in the world have their per radios, fo all the adians that they have is by virtue oft heave asterisk and as alkindia. Faith, by the games is excresived in cm. Undium localiter, out in feparatum, which th. Schoolmen call to mediatio virtutis carat orim. Mediatio fipogitae, in both, nothing is done. Gine radiges carat nor truly known, as for exam. Ple, if two men come clove together one cannot strike another, jame medushan fapefte. Except the anima us radigiduitate c nerves. And mufflk soft the hand, and therefore im carat. Diatio with s carat slash carat is fupafed. The spirit's arc. The radige d nima uc and by the every adio. Arbitrary or not arbitrary is cf fed icd in or by man, and every other creature. And as clear to us is that adian which is performed imdiatentumis \x other creatures carat for wafi and adamant to draw. Urine. 3-2. Ye, oiaa. A diphthans, a looking glaffle to prevent the images of things fepicated. From the glal te, and this we know muft. B bifum Emilhan or proj, 5 bone of beams 1 towards anorer, as well as by thc Emilhan of the anonyl spirits from the brain into the nerves. And amar velis wonder it hath been to me to fee. How mineral is purified and defecated from heterogenyl mxus j nd mg thumfelvx free. Doeth trichouthmfelvis in any liquor into branches and stars, as is acknowledged by physicians, calling them metzinets fte untas carot. As mercurius stellatum, regulus stellat nc, and not only with the emeralds do. Thus, but the salt of vegetables, and animals. I have made fo, that they will dock the like. 6 that it is evident that everything in the world hath his beams 5 and it cannot, nor ought not to be other vir 5th the 9 times. Most bluckelted and most glorious ei ten fatter of all things who hath been fo diffuive, as to branch out himself into everything viable and invifible, that anything fouled not have foam like enifl unto him who made all things fumeratically, and with as great perfections as their fever all species were capable oe, and for them therefore not to acco them. FCLVES and who was their father, it is impuff. Fib carat e. Xlum in erode / ed metoderivalry. T carat refil and C carat kifid modoko lfei. Yeah. S3. Xi even putted height no is. And material. Kfs of difffs, as absurd natura jl things. Though corrupted are good, and have their beams and their natures in favors. Puffed case, buobos, spots, and tokens without. Of divers forts according to the feverall fpe. Size of the humor putrefied within, or from the commixtion with other coughs by which Aphidian is much inflorudict, what is with in, and how to rake heed himself carat anna to come home to the very point, and cough of all. This diffiarf, we fee in all kind of animals. In the world f and doubt nor but your incredible fire to one now and excellent. Naturale phagacity hath often observed that according as their art crial blood is exalted, fuca are in their bis carat as we fee in foam men more than others, and in cocks, and in serpents, a gawk hath an eye are almost exalted to the bemis off the eye of a serpent, and doubt left see fuca blood had trias man, and fuca perks of an incredible heat or acri. Moni. The eye is an L carat effects. Can it other wife bethan by the orf by Ritsoffit, much more than doth it leo the blood art crial upon which the spirits are founded carat, and thus from the eye I have made K evident, that we may know much of the left ventricle of the heart where the art crial Blaudes elaborated and made, and thus in other matters if from thkrad carat or fignatures. P. Kexr. 34. Exterior we play the good and dealing. Gently confider them, I am persuaded we may have fingular helpy and invite to cure the most hidden and most dangerous defects of all, and fuca as other wife cannot be known. You fee sir, I have founded my sentence upon God, nature, and experience, and if it be hidden or not believed by AP, it is to them incredible who have graphic conceptions. Small skill, as jam furior great in fight. And wife dome will and can better confirmer. For what is that which makes fem men wifer than others carat magis fupens f carat. Dickelter key minus first of tabilia percipit. Rebus dre zerum condith nebus, faith that wife man alkindus, there is no doubt there. 4. A carat the fame man faith, but that they who are informed with an holy defier of wifedom will labor much to comprehend the fecret conditions of things as the in dent physicians did who with one fool fought Gasiti fear ched for that skill which we enjoy. As for Fuka as are neither wife nor have defier of wife dome, I leave them to Ptolemy that other miracle of knowledge. To inftrucas, the world of them three reprehend carrot. DMT inft quad mn comprehendunt. Unwife men reprehend all that they do not comprehend. 3-5. T carat vi. I. T-rk malms onely thartatna hebgb fade. Of the cure of Fuka conceptions if by any physician they be perceived in turdy. Either by pulsation of the heart or by any external figni or, ignature, drams carrot. There are foam who eupheno ald iran snoro. Thcr pace of art than to kill and die full tolv. Fuka conceptions, and they confide in this. /suxi alugi naft here tiji rafham carrot anna percent, deter. Flatum kurayatur, so skemkins from. Stosherfu. Others thus. Rr. Tana ramdum. In umbrajikat jane pt carrot lverkmarita carrot crib ella. I j carrot f kui ada urfnlvis chiquins, l carrot c. Rajan. Tien. Rad. Ptanin long I anna percent d \asterisk mprrhsy carrot point 15. Ream phi tier carrot cum ut voluorus. Euro pound ut folum made, iat mifs dash carrot emd. Inung ces and lara inf antis aut fatigtus. Tur aut kunter, carrot una cum cnuris met kamen. Iiseecnchi So skenktons. This one grant is good for worms that cough epic to fits. In children, but for Fuka as lie deeper in the pericardium and the left ventricle, it is not likely they will be fenfible of, at fo grade did. Ftans and inclofur, I rather think that the use of foam oils which are more penetrative may do more good as foam drops of oleida. Sabina in aqua jame gentutus, are carrot mundi or olei. Ex baches luni pearl carrot ob ecos penetratum virtu. F2 turn. 5 carrot. Turn, may with tome continuance or with the fuckfic before mentioned be more effica. Sias, but why am I fo here gif speaking to? Ui but to lafum grounds of future diff asterisk. Corfs with you conquering both pre-prevasi. On and cure of Fuka latent maladies rather than. Here to fet them out. Lo. Yet for conclusion I have only this one thing to note unto the world, how that the which feme fo rare, strange, and incu rabble mif chiefs, might be more familiarly known, and easily cured, if it were not for a bobifli, or a kinda of cockney difbify. Shaninu are common people, who think their children or finance murdered after they are dead, if a surgeon fly old but pierce any part of their skinks with a knife, by which it comrach to pafolk, that few of the innumerable and marvelous conceptions, which kill the parents in which they are bred, as your FCLFC with admiration have knowingly spoken to me of their infinite number which are generated in man's body, can ever be found of, or cured, fo great a monficra is begotten in the blood of folks, and fierk full people, which defilroyeth the common good of mankind in a very great proper carrot. Whereas that knowledge of their generations, which physicians have, ia carrot commonly. 3-7. Commonly from the diptc ice lions phthibotics. Of noble profanags, and of the gentry, who with their fricks about them have bred to more fortitude, and are more wife and communicative, as mod of arm. Decenal hifteries, condrum, and your FCLFC like wife hath told me of me. All virtues and heroic fowls know that when their particle of divine PCRFE, flyin is returned to him that gave IR, that then the IV Bodies are to ferve the universe, as that pious Bidiopnu, who when he had gi. Ven away all befides his body, at lad gave. That alpha for the good of the living when it diold be found dead, and therefore bequea. Thed it co the Fidians to did it, but doubtlilfgar tradkvitikn, their wives and children, and our fugurfop citizens are calm. Pounded of error, mli met anger. Are dead then when they were alive, and though nobles and princes may be cut in pieces, yet is /I futar carrot and the load of grace forever with them, if a fitchin carrot. Fly old carrot but intimate few mat crass decently. But to oper any part of their mod intemcrate. Imps. But what good more frequent didedians might do, what portentous matters they might diffy over, and how disol they might find the coughs, and their cure, you fuffy. Seently know, and in part others may by this history understand, and although the F3 learning 5s. J. Carning and knowledge of femphysicians of our age be fingular, and grown to fuca. An happy degree of perfusion, yet there are by diltedians every day foinething to be learned, and how much thine internal duhum bolies with external carrot as in part I have diff covered, and J will yuck give out one il. Lustration more, let but physicians well note their patience compel. Sir, under favor, and with you have thus much frectome as to tell. Fori of my brother physicians and Sir Juns carrot that the infidion's and dis/teddy ons which they celebrate over the world art not to inoblook men to take of names, parts and places, but to do, and to be able to judge of things hidden and fecre cj carrot that they may not be deceived tou. Ching the cafes of men's defects, this is the gm and yet how few study out of nrulks this learning, I need not intimate unto you. See the ways of nature, by which opera shins arc c/fc, 5 tcd, asilfo the continuation of parts and vcltcls, thief communication, and 10 find the coughs of fictfls, their ap. I Genevies. 3-9. Genevies, thief metaftafs dot apoftaf dollar there. Blindremize. C. The ways of symptoms regaphones of re. Vulfians and the like, are the next, and fo. Much fewbordinacy to the other, and of leltc. Exultity, as a beeus infpataeans flacook. This to be more facile, and with left labor to be attained than that I the other therefore. Not being fo well perturdes, I have by this extraordinary Gaffian, and out of my good with he's, ventured to speak a word by you, unto Fuca as our wife in our own prof flyin, fins physicians eald be. If tcoes/ assurity, 5 taters wordus, like God see what is in us in good skill, and goodwill, for the safety of mankind, that as it was fate of his days, fo it may of ours, eorum dkbm. Raro pound sendebant ad infer in their days, fouls feldom defiended into hell. If any at loft for faking divine grace fall def. Send 5 yet that hell may gape a long time ere it receive them, and that others may have time to hake hands with heaven, that are Perfelfian the noblest and wifest of all others. I speak of Perflians which con cern this life only, no tof perf carrot ansfukr. Tatural, may still be of team divineft, as the old physicians were crowned defervidly and related among the gods, above all others, while by our means, miserable men are reftered to the onely being of this life, health, and, as I fade, be prefoved. C40. from that great and eternal gulf open feishi. Tai, hell, many of them not being in state of grace, goff fick upon their fins, and loftily, made live till they be friends and phones of God, and fo rich as to come to heaven, our Saviour Crify, crowning us with Fuka happy minds as rob made infern. Ments and ganks of many mens. Eternal ralvation by a Cafian. Of their temporal restitution. 3 FJF.